I don't think anybody thought that Dylan Brooks was going to be a guy averaging 22 PPG ever. Is what people envisioned him. He was a role player in Memphis. People always envisioned him as a heart and hustle guy whose capabilities of scoring, not a guy averaging 22 points per game. With that being said, he's doing a great job. Phoenix loves him. They think he brings a level of toughness when they're fully healthy with Jalen Green and Grayson Allen and everybody back there. A pretty damn solid team. A lot more solid than what people anticipated. And Memphis has completely collapsed to a team that nobody really even wants to watch anymore. Quite frankly.
Yeah, I think you're ready for the Ja Morant trade. Like
everyone's ready for him to move on. I'm ready for him just to get back to playing basketball. I don't really want to hear him talk or this or that.
A lot of people were talking about him and Klay Thompson getting into it. And Klay Thompson, everyone obviously loves Klay Thompson, right? His approval rating across the country. So
it was a tough one for Ja to get into it because people are like, yo, you saying he's a bum now. It's like, Ja, Klay's given everything he's got already. He's playing for the love of the game. This is all icing on the cake for Klay. Anything Klay Thompson does from here on out is added to an already cemented legacy. He's a top 3 shooter in the history of the game. All right? I put Steph number 1 as everyone does. If you don't, you automatically get your license revoked. Okay? Number 2 would be Ray Allen for me. 3 is Klay Thompson for me. 4, I'd put Reggie Miller. Those are my 4 greatest shooters of all time. Look at the company I just put him with.
Yeah.
And it's not even up for debate. So now whether you have Reggie 3rd, Klay 4, I don't really care.
And then there's guys like James Harden and Damian Lillard who, if they were just wanted to be like catch and shoot, spot up 3 guys and not have the offense on there, they're doing all sorts of other things. Their 3-pointers would probably be different. I mean, come on. It's like, if James Harden wanted to play the role of Klay Thompson on the Warriors, I'm not taking anything away from Klay Thompson, as just kind of like playing off stuff and being in a lot of open threes, James would be...
Maybe. He wouldn't have the rhythm that he always has.
So guys like him and Dame actually get it off the dribble more.
Yeah, they get off the dribble more for a reason because that's what they shoot off. I mean, bro, if Damian Lillard had to run up and down the court 15 times and don't know when he's going to touch it and then catch it quickly in the corner and have to fire, that's a whole different type of three-pointer. Right. I don't know if they could shoot like Klay.
So which it's hard to judge then. Like the guys that can get off the dribble.
It's very hard because Klay can't do the things that James Harden and Damian do, right? So I don't think they either can do it. I don't think Klay could obviously shoot off the dribble. I know he can't. All right, I've guarded him. He can't shoot off the dribble behind the 3. All right. I don't know if Damian and James can catch and shoot like Klay, especially off down screens, 1 and 2, stepping into
not touching
footwork,
it, like you said. That was a good
being
point.
able to turn into shots the way he turns into shots and fade. That's a different skill.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think that. Again, there's very rare that like some of the best scorers also are catch and shoot guys. You don't see that a lot, know. So, but yes, they're up there as well too. Even if it's off the dribble, it's off the dribble. You could be up there. Doesn't have to. Steph's up there, and he's both.
Yeah,
he's catch and shoot and off the handle. Dame is closer, I'd say. Dame and James though are 2 names that you could throw in there. Regardless, these are all first ballot Hall of Fame, top 75 guys. That whole list, and everybody knows Klay is one of the guys that kind of got skewed in that. He should have been a top 75 guy. All right. I think him and Dwight Howard and Vince Carter were 3 names that when you talk about that list, they got over. I think all 3 of those guys should have been in the top 75, in my opinion. You can't name me 75 players that were better than Vince Carter.
Well, Dwight Howard was the best at his position for like a decade.
That's
it's just insane.
It's just
carried a generation.
Yeah, it's just insane he's not in there. Yeah. And I think it's a likability aspect of people not wanting to put some of those guys in. Not Vince, because I don't think anybody has anything negative to say about Vince. For whatever reason, he wasn't in there. And Klay is overlooked because he's played with greatness. And Dwight, I think, was a likability thing. Because there's zero reason for him not to be on the top 75. And all 3 of those guys are. Regardless, they all 3 will be first ballot Hall of Fame.
And they'll all be in the top 100.
And I think Dwight's already been nominated.
Yeah.
I think Shaq's going to introduce him, the whole thing. So, we're talking about the best of the best here, guys. Ja Morant has not reached such status. So when he says you're a bum now, and is a guy who doesn't play ever because he's hurt or getting suspended or one of the 2, it comes across to pretty much every basketball fan like, okay. Now, what I see, and I even saw Nick Wright touch on this, are a lot of idiotic 14-year-old basketball fans who don't really know how good Klay was 6 years ago because they were like 8, still sucking on their mom's tit. They don't know anything about the greatness of Klay Thompson. They don't know that he is one of the greatest shooters of all time, and they look at this current representation of him now and be like, oh, Klay's not even that good. This ain't Klay, bro. Klay has already done everything he's wanted to do in the game of basketball. The door's closed. He's playing now strictly for the love of it because he gets paid to do it, and it's a fun job to have. I really believe that. Do I think Klay goes into this season with the same amount of focus and attention to detail that he did in his 5th year with the Warriors? No. It's silly, man. He's won 4 rings. You guys know that. He reminds everyone, right? Yeah. So, again, I got nothing but respect for Ja. But you talk a lot. That's fine because you're a really good player. You can back it up. I'm not saying Ja's not a prolific, franchise-changing player. You add Ja to a Milwaukee or a Minnesota or some of these places they're throwing his name at, that could be special because Ja's very dynamic. He's a great athlete. With that being said, the past 3 or 4 years, we have not seen him climb at all. He's either stay put or, if anything, he's gone a little bit below what the expectation.
I mean, we used to have him ranked so high on the point guards list, and then guys like Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson and all these guys
are ahead of him.
Yeah.
So it's like I had Ja at one point a top 5 point guard in the NBA.
Yeah, maybe higher. Yeah,
even higher than that.
Yeah.
He's not on that list. Not saying he can't be again. It's in the Ja hate hour, but he's not as of right now. And a lot of that is due to him not playing, him being hurt or being suspended. There's always bullshit with him. So you, of all people, pointing at a Klay who is past his prime, who's done everything in the game, saying you're a bum now. It's like, Ja, come on, bro.
You're right.
Come on, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a level where you want the guys on your team to stand up and talk trash like we just talked about, right? We like it when Isaiah Stewart does it for the Pistons.
I got no problem if
we like it when Dylan Brooks does it.
I don't have no problem if it's because, he was pushing this guy, so you come in, you push him, you take up your... Jalen Suggs did it last night.
With Andre Drummond.
Wendell Carter got into it. Andre Drummond. Suggs comes over and pushes him. That's part of Suggs' get on the Magic. He's kind of their tough guy, football player once upon a time, plays with high energy. Suggs is all out all night. Suggs is the type of guy that would dive and accidentally tear someone's ACL because he's playing too damn hard. Right. He's dangerous. He's the guy I pick up on my team so I don't have to play against him because I don't know what the hell he's going to do. Each game, Suggs at one point is on the floor. 7 times a game, he's on the floor yelling. Right. Some games, Suggs get hurt so bad, I think his career's over. He'll pop right back up and go play again. he's just like a whole thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I get it. Last night he did that. Like a lot of guys come and say, "Oh, Suggs, who does Suggs see?" No, that Suggs part.
This is what you do.
It's part of the game. It's part of what he does. It's part of what he brings to the Magic. He brings toughness.
When you play with guys like that, like Suggs or these guys or Dylan Brooks that play a certain level of defense, like it's contagious, right? Because then you have to play defense hard too, right? If these guys are on your team, like if these guys are playing that way, what do you look like not playing like hard and like that?
Correct.
Yeah,
and that's part of their get up, and that's what they bring. Toughness to a team. So that's what Dylan Brooks brought to Memphis. They lost that. Their team has crumbled since his departure.
You know what? By the way, this Suns team could use Dylan Brooks when they had the Chris Paul, that team that like Dallas would punk them. They probably needed this version of like a Dylan Brooks on that team then because they were known for like game 7s, like not showing up on the road.
Yeah, you need a guy to get psyched up. He finds ways to psych himself up. Before the game, he'll stare at something like the other team and he'll like just do whatever ritual he does to get him angry. And he plays with anger and passion, and I with it personally. Yeah. I like it. I like guys who play hard like that. Russell does a similar, obviously 2 different types of players. Russell's another guy. He plays so angry, and then like off the court, he's like the sweetest, softest spoken guy. But when he's playing, he's like this guy just like morphs into this angry player, which helps him play at a high level with high energy. So listen, Memphis has missed that. Okay, their team has gone to shit. Respectfully. Ja needs to get back on the court, and you need to start doing Ja-like things. Otherwise, I don't really care for the sound bites, especially against the guy who already done his due diligence. Ain't nobody looking for Klay to break any records no more. I don't think we look for Klay to do, quite frankly, anything. Nobody cares what Klay does. You wonder why? Klay's already done everything. All right, and people are like, well, Steph's still doing it. Ain't nobody comparing him to Steph. Ain't nobody comparing nobody to Steph. Steph, LeBron, and Kevin Durant are a whole different measuring stick. If you want to compare yourself to them, you're more than welcome to depress yourself. Those are 3 guys who are going to go down as the greatest basketball players to ever play this game, and they have carried the NBA for the past 20 years, 2 decades. So that's that. I've already went over what Klay's done, and I don't know. Sometimes you could see he rubbed a lot of people wrong with that because people are just like, yeah, we're all for some Klay, bashing. People bash Klay for his play in Dallas and the shooting, but let's not forget what the guy's done. And you of all people, Ja, should know because he sent you home in the playoffs a couple times. So it's just like, what are we talking about?
Right, but you know what? Just because the public and everyone's against him now, we saw this with Kyrie Irving, where you can change everyone's opinion on you, but it comes with playing and playing.
You have to play.
That's what Kyrie did, right? And now everyone forgot. A couple of years ago in Brooklyn, Kyrie, he was untouchable. No one wanted to trade for him.
Yeah.
Then he went on that run, and he was one of the most likable guys.
That's a great point.
Family man, all these things, but it all comes with playing and obviously playing well and winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You nailed it. I mean, listen, playing well fixes everything. People start to forget when you're putting that ball in the basket. They don't care anymore. It's how you get you want to know how to turn everybody back on your side, Ja. Listen, you got a great sneaker. Everybody wears your sneaker. In terms of the Nike side, I don't wear that shit. But people who wear Nike wear it, and they say it's a great sneaker. You have a great following with the youth. You have a good social media presence. So what's left for you to do is play. Do more playing, less talking would be my advice to Ja Morant. It's very simple. And then you know what happens? Like Kyrie is a great example. Nobody wanted to touch Kyrie. You know what Kyrie did? He shut up and he started playing. And guess what? People are like, damn, he's good. No shit. And then people are like, well, he hasn't gotten in trouble in a while. He's not really. So now he's just like back to.
They're like, man, let's get those moccasin Antas that he wears.
Now he's just a good player. He's just a good player again.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's turned his whole thing around to where he's getting $100 million contracts again, and he's a starting point guard for a very good team when healthy. So when that team gets fully healthy, they'll be good. That Kai did it.
Yeah.
Ja, you can do it, and yours isn't even as severe.